Logical fallacies and primitive communication. Tu quoque, you too. Welcome to today's topic, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will discuss one of the many logical fallacies that toxic people like narcissists in your vicinity engage in a communication toward you with the attempt to manipulate you. Tu quoque, Latin you too, is a special form of an ad hominem or shortened ad hom attack toward you. That means that it usually encompasses and encapsulates shaming, guilt trips, and the like. And it is supposed to point toward your behavior in order to disempower your position, while also implying that whatever arguments you brought forth and whatever topics you want to discuss at this very moment have been brought forth by you unjustly and have to be hence taken back by you. So a logical fallacy is no real argument for several reasons. It has no factual basis. It is meant to deflect from the current topic. It has no intrinsic value that it can contribute to the current ongoing discussion and topic. So let's go to an example. The Giovanni-Infantino from the organization FIFA, with regards to the Qatar World Soccer Championship, had a very elaborate response toward anyone and everyone who wanted to discuss and was in the process of discussing migrant worker conditions in Qatar. So the topic, ladies and gentlemen, the real topic that was being discussed was migrant worker conditions in Qatar within the framework of establishing and constructing everything soccer related. So here comes Mr. Infantino. For what we Europeans have been doing around the world for the last 3,000 years, we should be apologizing for the next 3,000 years before starting to give moral lessons to people. So in short, what Mr. Infantino's intention was here, as the same intention basically as every toxic person in your surroundings and circles that engages in tu quoque argumentation and logical fallacy toward you. The intention is that you, ladies and gentlemen, are supposed to shut up. So let's dismantle this primitive communication style, this concrete example, a little bit more. Social communication is not mathematics. While in math, 2 minus 2 equals 0. In communication among us humans, bringing forth topic B does not automatically negate and extinguish topic A. People like Mr. Infantino already know this. And so do we. So, if you want to discuss migrant worker conditions in Qatar, then this is exactly what you will be talking about. Hörst du auf? For the next point, I will briefly engage in the 3,000-year analogy, the phrase about the 3,000 years past and future. Whatever happened within the context of the last 3,000 years, there are not many, but one in particular I'm thinking about that is actually capable of apologizing for that, and that is none other than the Elven Lord Elrond, because it was he who was there 3,000 years ago when the strength of men failed. And coming back to you, ladies and gentlemen, none of us will apologize for even one future second at this point for what is, as of yet, the unwritten future. And last but not least, within the framework of deconstructing this nonsense argumentation by Mr. Infantino, you, ladies and gentlemen, can and will talk about and discuss whenever you want, with whomever you want, whatever you want, in a serial manner, one topic at a time, regardless of whether or not toxic people in your surroundings like it or not. So what is it that you can do about it when some toxic person, narcissistic, in your circles tries to push the narrative of a tu quoque logical fallacy onto you? Number one, do not allow them to confuse you. Do not be deterred from what you are talking about. Logical fallacy sounds very smooth and very harmless, but it is a tool that is used with intent and a manipulative purpose. Whoever talks like this knows exactly what they're doing. Number two, it is not your duty to seek guilt for whatever is being presented as such on your end. And number three, the practical advice here, I strongly recommend, because it works miracles with these people that have this communication style, to interrupt and interject right then and there, even before they finished. Because you already smell the tu quoque stench. And you will point at the current discussed single topic. That can go as follows. Stop, we're talking about migrant worker conditions in Qatar 2022 for the soccer championship. You just keep pushing. You do not relent, you do not stop. Different phrases would be, this is not about XYZ. And whenever you're being interrupted, you repeat the last few words and just keep going until you've finished and verbally pushed in so far until your interlocutor, the person, the toxic person that's trying to push the tu quoque onto you, falls silent. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the next time that you are in the presence of your toxic adult child, an infantino in your circles, if you will metaphorically grab them by their suspenders and have them sit at the table of constructive discussion, where topics are being discussed in a serial, topic-by-topic manner, one after the other. Because at this table is where the adulti are seated. Be your own hero and be your own heroine. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.